Hennig. But to you people, I'm Mr. Perfect. And I know a lot of you people sitting there right now wonder what it's like to go through life without making any mistakes. No blemishes, no flaws. From head to toe, absolutely perfect. Yes, being perfect, it has its boring times. Like a simple game of billiards. Well, fool to you common people. Like I said,
Hey, Curt Hennig fans, hello, and welcome to another episode of Nobody Beats Curt Hennig. Nobody. I am your host, Mrs. Witchy Perfect. We are back again, and again, Happy New Year. I know this will be like the end of January when you guys see this, but I wanted to, it bears repeating, right? I want to let you guys know that I have to, this is being recorded as of January 1st, so I'm way ahead, but I want to let everyone know that we will be getting Kit Cabello back on the show. And I think we're going to have like a special little tribute to Curt. WWE actually had like 3 hours worth of Curt Hennig stuff. So, we'll try. I already know that I already talked to Kit about this. I have to kind of remind him. I think it's January 11th. We're going to record. Not really sure, but we definitely will have Kit Cabello back on. I do have to get Angel back on. Hopefully he can come back on sometime soon. And but I did want to announce that we will be having Kit Cabello back on the show. If you don't know who that is, look up Hard Lens Media. That's HARDLENS Media. MEDAIA. Make sure you're looking that up on YouTube, and he's on Rumble, he's on Substack, he's on a lot of stuff. He's on Kick. So he's also on Twitch, I believe. So make sure that you are subscribing to Hard Lens Media. That is Kit Cabello's show. He is very good political commentator and someone I am very lucky to call friend. So if you do get a chance, check out his show. And like I said, he is a big ECW fan. But unfortunately, we're going to talk about old school wrestling. So if you can check that out, again, that will be in a couple of weeks. I have to remind Kit about that. Pretty sure it's the 11th that he's going to be on. So look out for that. That will be coming out probably in February-ish. Probably like late February, early March, depending on how far ahead I am. All right, so let's get right to it. I wanted to share this because I was listening to the Experience with Jim Cornette. I am a frequent listener, and I couldn't help but laugh because they were talking about this on several shows, and I probably should have talked about this earlier. But it was like a brief kind of thing, and they just kind of like left it at that. One of the questions for them was, did Scott Hall and Curt Hennig or Jimmy Garvin or even the late great Steven Regal, did they ever talk about this match that they had in AWA for the tag belts? And it was because Steven Regal was leaving AWA. I believe he goes to WCW. I'm not really sure where he goes after this, but so they talk about this match, and nobody knows if this match even took place. You have Greg Gagne talks about it, but like it's almost like no one who was a part of it talked about it. Now, I don't know if Curt ever talked about it. I don't remember if he talked about that in an interview anytime soon. None of the interviews I've seen with Curt talk about that match, whether it was Phantom or not. But they were talking about this on the recent episode because they have more, more information about it. So we're going to play a little bit of this clip, and I'm going to stop probably in between just to talk about this, and then we'll talk about it at the end as well. I apologize for the stopping and starting. Hopefully you did hear this. If you didn't hear this, it is a great segment. And again, I do remember seeing something about this from one of the participants, just not Curt. But it was a big deal back then. I mean, they just won, Scott Hall and Curt just won the tag team titles from the AWA, and it was a big thing, right? So, but everybody talks about this match because I believe someone had said that the match that they showed was not the real match that happened, or why the belts changed hands. Or no one really knew if this match took place or whatever. But I'm going to let the segment go. So for those who are listening to the audio only, if you want to catch, it's The Experience, episode 613. I'm 28 minutes and 4 seconds in. So if you are listening to the audio, you can go to Jim Cornette's YouTube page. I think it's just Jim Cornette. You can look it up on YouTube. I'm sure he's on YouTube. I don't think he's on Rumble. But he is on YouTube. If you do want to hear commentary from Jim Cornette, I listen to Jim Cornette's show via Spotify. Now, I listen to the free stuff, so I don't have Spotify. I don't pay for it. So if you do want to listen to The Experience, they have some great omnibuses. Right now, I'm listening to like the funniest moments. And I have to say, just before we get to this clip, let me just say, actually going to show my pretty face. So we'll go back to that. I'm listening to the funniest moments, and they were talking about how the whole Ric Flair thing, and every time something happens with Ric Flair, like they now, like when he accidentally called him, this one guy, an Egyptian, or that's what the audio subtitles had said, that he called this guy when he really called him something else. I just thought it was funny how they rehashed the whole Ric Flair thing, because I mean, it is kind of like, grandpa get off my lawn kind of thing. Right. So I finally got to hear the raccoon story. Apparently there was a raccoon loose in Jim Cornette's house, and he talks about it. And if you'd like to hear that omnibus, it's omnibus funniest moments part 4. I'm interested in hearing the AEW ratings, like 1, 2, 3, part 2, part 3, part 4. They also have a Hogan one. I'm guessing that's not only a tribute to him, but also because we did lose him in 2025. I think it was a tribute, plus it was like all the lies that Hogan had told over the years. So if you are interested in this, it literally is on Jim Cornette's website. You can hear all the omnibuses, all the episodes. I have to catch up, but I'm just so interested in hearing these omnibuses, because I actually like the AEW ratings, and like, I mean, I'm not surprised that AEW has low ratings. I'm not surprised because I don't like it, but that doesn't mean like my audience likes it. If you like it, hey, that's cool. I like to hear, I wish they could still do it, but they, I know Brian, no, what's his name? Now I'm going to draw a blank. Brian Solomon. I think Brian Solomon is the one who got the cease and desist letter from AEW from Tony Khan saying, please don't give our stuff out anymore. So if you'd like to hear some of that stuff, it is on Jim Cornette's or his YouTube, excuse me. If you would like any of his merchandise, he does have a website. I think it's jimcornette.com. Please go there and you can check out his selection. So, all right. So we're going to go back to this, which is The Experience. He talks about, and they talk about this match. They talked about it before, this phantom match that no one has ever seen or heard of, except for us AWA fans, right? Now, I have to say some of AWA was a little bit before my time. I know on the day of my birth, Curt and Scott Hall were defending their AWA tag team titles against the Rough Riders, or the Long Riders, excuse me, not the Rough Riders, the Long Riders. So Scott and Bill Irvin. So we can go into this. Again, they're going to talk a little bit about why exactly, this match took place and why exactly it was called a phantom match. But like, there is a question of, did Scott Hall, did Curt Hennig talk about it? Did Jimmy Garvin talk about it? Did anyone talk about it? Because Jimmy Garvin and Steven Regal had dethroned the long-standing champions of the Road Warriors, so Hawk and Animal, who would, go on to be LOD, or the Legion of Doom, in WWE. So, or WWF as it was known at the time. But Oh, excuse me. But here we go. We're going to listen to, excuse me, a little bit of this. I got the hiccups, and I'm trying to avoid having you hear me have the hiccups. So we're going to listen to a little bit of this, and then we'll probably stop and start it, or I'll just let it play until we get to a certain point, and then we will continue on with what we, we're discussing. Okay?
I've got an update, Brian, on what we were talking about when Steve Regal passed away. Well, I can't say when he passed away a few weeks ago. When we found out that Mr. Electricity Steve Regal, the Indianapolis Steve Regal, not Lord William Regal again, but we found out that he had passed away over the summertime sometime, but we just found out about it a couple weeks ago. We talked about his career, and we mentioned that when he and Jimmy Garvin as a team were the ones who dethroned the Road Warriors for the AWA World Tag Team Championship when the Road Warriors were leaving to come mostly full-time for Crockett. And then they both, within approximately the same time frame, Regal and Garvin both left the AWA, and there was what a lot of people have called a phantom title switch to, oh, goddamn it, Scott Hall and Curt Hennig.
Right.
But maybe the match didn't happen. Maybe the match did happen. Have you seen that? Were you included on this email from Max?
I believe I would. Hello, Tamale. He's a frequent guest on John
Max
McAdams'
Tamale.
show. Yeah, he's been on
he says
Stick to Wrestling.
No, now hold on a second. He says an occasional guest of John McAdams. Don't
he's done a great
label
job.
him frequent.
He's done a great job. He knows his stuff. I'll say that.
Okay, but don't say he's frequently on. He'll occasionally drop in, but don't accuse him of being frequently on. For heaven's sake.
I apologize profusely.
So he says, Max Tamale, Curt Hennig and Scott Hall beating Jimmy Garvin and Steve Regal for the AWA World Tag Team title in Albuquerque, New Mexico on January 18, 1986 has long been considered a phantom title switch. However, that match might have actually happened. The card did happen on that date in Albuquerque. Here's what was advertised for the AWA in Albuquerque on January 18, 1986. And then I got a funny story. This is why I'm actually bringing this up, because this popped me even bigger than the match may have happened. The opening match was going to be Jackson Cromwell Brody versus Hillbilly Tudor. More on this in a minute. The Mongolian Stomper, who was there briefly in the AWA at that time period, against Mike Cook, Scott Hall versus Boris Zirkov, Nick Bockwinkel versus Larry Zbyszko, Garvin and Regal versus Buck Zumhoff and Leon White, and Stan Hansen versus Crusher Blackwell. And he goes on to say, Brody, Tudor, and Cook were local indie wrestlers. Either Tudor or Brody had the promotional license and ring that were used that night. However, he goes on to say, Regal, Garvin, and Hall were all billed as appearing. Also, all three plus Hennig were on the previous evening's card in Denver on January 17th. Hennig, Hall, and Zumhoff lost to Stomper, Zukov, and Nord the Barbarian. So basically, he says Hennig wasn't announced for Albuquerque, but by this point, what the AWA announced and what it actually presented were very often different things.
Yeah.
It's reasonable to think that Hennig was in New Mexico that night and that a title switch happened after Regal said he was leaving, which Regal was going to World Class, and he popped through there before he came to Charlotte. And Max says Garvin stayed a little longer and made at least one more TV taping for the AWA before going to Charlotte. So this is not proof, but it's evidence. And he asked, did Regal, Hall, or Hennig ever comment about it in their lifetimes? Has anyone ever asked Garvin about it? I haven't watched all the shoots that they might have done, but one would think if they had, that we wouldn't still be asking this, would we?
Yeah, and you have to think there's someone who was there that night. I mean, they sold tickets. It may not have been a great amount for Albuquerque AWA in 86, but there were people there. If there was a tag title change, someone would have said something. But he's right about one of the big things there. And it started hurting Vern when Hogan left, but it got worse, and it got at times, I don't know if it was intentionally done, but it seemed like it, billing things and people that weren't going to be on shows. With Hogan, it was accidental. Vince McMahon stole him. He no-showed.
All right. So they go on to talk about, how the AWA was back in that day. So let's talk about a few things. Has any of those people talked about it? I don't know. I never saw any interviews with Jimmy Garvin or with Steven Regal. Really, after AWA, I didn't even know where Steven Regal existed. I didn't really follow his career much after that, but I can tell you that did Curt talk about it? This was what I was talking about earlier. No, Curt did not talk about it. Not that I'm aware of. Like I said, I've seen and heard a lot of interviews, but I have not heard, knock on wood, Curt talk about it. But Scott Hall has, and I believe it's titlematch.com. If you guys look that up on YouTube, you'll find Title Match has a YouTube page, and they have so many interviews with so many wrestlers. You can take your pick. I was just recently looking at some of Deborah's, also looking at some of Chris Canyon's interviews. So titlematch.com or Title Match for YouTube. You can look them up. I don't think they're on Rumble, but I know they are on YouTube. That's where I catch most of the interviews I see. So let's talk about this because I do believe I saw an interview with Scott Hall, and Scott Hall talked about this. I don't know if anyone else saw this. If you did, please leave a comment in the comment section that, hey, yeah, I saw that too. I don't remember exactly which one it was that Scott Hall talked about this, but he did a little bit of a tribute to Curt. Curt took him under his wing. Curt did this, Curt did that, kind of, polished up his wrestling a little bit. So we all know that Curt would do that. He would take, people under their wing if he thought that you had talent and you would be somebody someday. We all know that when Razor Ramon came into the WWE or WWF at the time, that, Curt is the one who brought in Razor Ramon and kind of helped Vince with the name Razor Ramon, right? He also helped with Shawn Michaels, the HBK part, because Curt had heard a country music lyric with a Heartbreak Kid or something like that. So you have Curt helping Scott Hall throughout his whole career. Now, again, if you find this interview, you guys can link it or, just let me know if you've also heard this interview. Just comment in the comment section. Again, Scott Hall says what happened was the AWA showed a non-title match between Garvin, Steven Regal, Curt, and Scott Hall. So what you saw on TV, the AWA at the time, and remember, January 86, my mom was still pregnant with me. So I wouldn't come till April. Anyway, I wouldn't come till April 86. But anyway, Scott tells it as him and Curt, what they showed on TV was different from what happened in the match. Okay. So what they showed on TV was a non-title match between Jimmy Garvin and Steve Regal. What they showed at the end was a celebration of Curt and Scott Hall. Even though it was a non-title match, they showed the celebration from the match that was a title match. And when Curt and Scott Hall won the title match belts. Okay. So they won the belts. They won the AWA Tag Team Championship belts. So that's what Scott Hall says. Again, if you've seen this interview, please link it, or you can say, yeah, I've seen that too. He was in the match, so if he would know exactly who was there and who wasn't, and if it was a phantom match or if it wasn't. So that's what Scott Hall says. According to Scott Hall, there was a match for the tag team titles. What they showed on TV was different. They showed a non-title match between Garvin, Regal, Hall, and Hennig. But at the end, the celebration that Curt and Scott Hall have, because they did win that 9-title match too. But the celebration at the end where Curt kind of jumps into Scott Hall's arms, and I've seen the match that they actually showed. We will actually probably watch along to that. This week is a tribute to Rick Rude. As I promised, we're going to watch like 3 hours of Rick Rude. I mean, not all the matches, but we're going to show at least some of them. But I wanted to get this out because I heard this and I tried to comment on Spotify about this. I don't think Jim and Brian look at their comments on Spotify, but excuse me. I was like, I almost wanted to like email Brian Last about this, but if I had Scott Hall's interview, I just don't remember which one it was, because he did a lot of interviews and he talked about Curt and he talked about, his situation, but I don't exactly know which exact interview he did is the one where he talks about this. But I did hear him say that it was a non-title match that was shown, but the celebration at the end where Curt, like I said, jumps into his arms. And like I said, I've seen the celebration. I've seen this match. And again, we're going to watch along to it in this because I have it on, I have it on YouTube, when Curt and Scott Hall become the champions. And then also when they, because they've taken everything off of Peacock. So those who see this episode, you will not probably see any of the stuff that we did prior to January 1st. Even though it's January 1st today, as I'm recording this, but anything I did in December, you guys will not be able to see that. The deal with Peacock went bye-byes, and of course they took everything off of Peacock. I had to actually cancel my subscription because the only reason why I was on Peacock is because of the library. So I'm hoping someone picks up the library. It could be it's going to be on YouTube, free for everybody. I was hoping that would happen, but I mean, it's like on WWE's website, it's kind of all jumbled. It's all like it's this, like WCW as well. It's 99 and then it's 97 and then it's 98 and 96 and 94 and 95. Make up your mind. Like, it's so jumbled on YouTube. Okay. At least with Peacock, it was, all kind of, this episode he went here and this episode went here, and it went by seasons, and, a certain year was a certain season. It's just a big mess on YouTube. So I hope that if it does go to Netflix, I'm hoping that the video library will be decided quickly, because I really need to get back into watching 87. I think my audience would like to watch those old shows. If you're on Rumble, if you are on YouTube, you'd like to hear them. Especially the ones with the Hart Foundation and Adrian Adonis and Billy Jack Haynes. I can't show any of that right now because it was all on Peacock and now it's not. So I hope they decide what they're going to do with this library pretty soon so that we can get back to watching that sort of stuff. But anyway, getting back to this match, again, Scott Hall says it, so I tend to believe Scott Hall. I have never known Scott Hall to be a liar like Hogan. So if Scott Hall says there was a match, but what they showed was a non-title match, but the celebration at the end where Curt jumps into his arms is from the real match. So it's like they kind of like edited it all together. You know what I mean? Like, there was a match in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and they had a celebration. I mean, obviously Curt was there because they had a celebration because they won the tag titles, but it was a big mess. Like, I'm not sure what AWA was thinking. They'll just do this one match and then it'll be like, oh, they got the titles somehow. Like, well, why don't you just make it a title match instead of a non-title match? Because non-title match means they don't give up the titles if they lose. If Garvin and Regal lose, they don't lose the tag titles. It's a non-title match, right? So, and even Scott Hall was like, it didn't really make any sense. It was just kind of, okay, a non-title match and then celebration at the end. But why would you be celebrating at the end if you had won the tag titles? If you hadn't won the titles, why are you celebrating as if you had? Right? So that's what Scott Hall says. Again, you guys, if you ever do see that interview with him, and if you find it, link it in the comment section. Also, if you have seen it, put it in the comment section. Yeah, I've seen that too. And obviously, I don't think Brian nor Jim Cornette have heard that interview with Scott Hall, because again, Scott Hall did many, many, many interviews. Again, Curt talked about AWA. He talked about Verne Gagne being strict, but I don't think anyone ever sat down with Curt and said, tell us about that tag team match with you and Scott Hall and how people say that match didn't take place. It just kind of like they said, okay, well, Curt and Scott are the champions, blah, blah, blah. You know, so if we could sit down with Curt, I'm pretty sure he would have said, well, it didn't make sense at the time. It was a non-title match, and then they kind of edited in a celebration from the real match. So again, that's what Scott Hall says. And that was just me going through some interviews with some wrestlers. Again, if you want to hear some really great interviews and shoot interviews, titlematch.com, and you should be able to see what happens. Okay. So I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and I'll be back with our first Rick Rude match. We're going to show like maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 if we have the time. Again, we have to keep this an hour. So we're going to tribute to the late, great Rick Rude, show some matches of his, because they have, if you're interested on the WWE YouTube channel, excuse me, I couldn't get it out. You know, if you want to go on the YouTube channel, it is WWE. You just look up WWE in YouTube. They have the best 3 hours of Rick Rude, best 3 hours of Curt Hennig, which I kind of downloaded. So I had that one. But you can check that out. They do have some of the Big Boss Man I saw. They have some 3 hours of other people too. So like 3 hours of the best matches these people ever had. I saw Curt's. I think one was Bret Hart's match. There's probably some WCW in there. It was more WWE when he was in WWE or WWF at the time. So, all right, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and we will be back with Rick Rude's first match. All right, and we're back, guys. So, for everybody on Rumble, you guys will see these matches in their entirety. For those on YouTube who are listening, if you want to look up the best of Rick Rude, 3 hours of full matches versus Ultimate Warrior, Sting, and more, again, on WWE's YouTube page on their channel, you can just look up, they have a little hourglass, you know, you can actually search the channel itself and just look up Rick Rude. I'm sure a lot of stuff will come up, but this one will come up as well. And we're just going to start with the first match that comes up right after they did sort of like a little intro kind of thing. Again, I have to watch out for copyright music. So if there is music, I'm going to have to click off real fast, but it shouldn't be too much of a distraction for you. It just, you will miss only that part of that has music. Okay. All right. So we're going to start here with the first match. I don't know how long it is, because again, this is like 3 hours of just Rick Rude. And it looks like WCCW, but I don't want to say it is. I'm just going to go ahead and play. All right. So if you guys get here and you guys are on YouTube, if you have YouTube on another tab, we are 16 seconds in. So they do a little intro, and then we're going to get to the first match here. So if you are on YouTube on another tab, if you're listening, you can listen to the audio, turn your audio off, or you can just go ahead and turn my audio off. Hopefully you don't, but you can watch it on your other tab. All right. No, go ahead and press play now.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the eyes of the world focus in on this squared circle and the
it is WCCW
Championship Wrestling's parade of champions,
I was right.
It is my pleasure to introduce this bout for the World Heavyweight title. One fall.
Against Bruiser
60
Brody.
minute
Did you
time
guys see
limit.
that? This
And
must
as
have been
I
like
introduce
86,
this all-important
87.
I remind you that the world-class stipulation is in effect here, saying that if the challenger gets disqualified, he does not win the belt and loses the match. If the champion, however, gets
Look, it's Percy
disqualified,
Pringle.
he loses the match
He's
and
representing
relinquishes the title belt.
That would
As
be
I
Paul
said,
Bearer
60-minute time limit.
WWF people.
I'll present the defending champion first from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, 245 pounds. The world heavyweight champion, the smooth operator, Ravishing Rick Rude.
Woo! Go, Rick, go! Go, Rick, go! Go, Rick, go!
At his side is his manager, the prestigious Percy Pringle.
Or as we know him as Paul Bearer.
The challenger today was selected by wrestling fans from around the globe. From New Mexico, weighing in at a full 300 pounds, Bruiser Brody.
Oh, wow. From New
Rick
Mexico.
Hazard will officiate.
I would say that Mr. Percival Pringle III is in his sartorial splendor in this splendid afternoon of world-class championship wrestling. Certainly in keeping with the greatness of the event. The first challenge ever of the World Class Wrestling Association's Heavyweight Championship. And there's the champion, Rick Rude. Challenged by Bruiser Brody, one of the most awesome men in all of professional wrestling. 300
He's like,
pounds
wait till I take my robe off.
from New Mexico. The champion, Ravishing
I
Rick
said New
Rude,
Mexico.
245 pounds from Minnesota. And with the belt in hand is Rick Hazard, the referee. Mr. Ravishing Rude has not yet taken off his gown. And now Rude.
It's a robe.
With the defense for the first time of his championship. Bruiser Brody would like nothing more than to take that belt
Let's
and
go,
wrap it around
Rick.
his own
Let's
torso.
go, Rick. Let's go, Rick.
A tremendously
Let's go, Rick.
qualified and highly capable wrestler and rough man, Bruiser Brody. And he is ready to go as he looks at Percival Pringle. Now, one important thing to note here. Should Percival Pringle interfere? Or should Rick Rude do something that would disqualify
said a word,
himself?
Rick.
Or
I
Pringle
haven't
do
said a
something
word.
disqualified? Then the belt would revert to the challenger. That is a very important factor in World Class Championship Wrestling Association's rules, that a disqualification does not protect the champion. Oh, it is Percival Pringle with cane in hand, looking as though he'd like to do something with it, but realizing that if he does, it's all over for Rude at this point. Now the 300-pound Bruiser Brody lifting Rude high in the air and tossing him easily. Rick Rude caught in that reverse headlock. Bruiser Brody challenging for the championship. No matter not what sport you may be involved in, challenging for the championship. There's a moment in the life of an athlete. And look at Rick Rude explode all over as he gets in the dandy tights of his. Exciting young man, Rick Rude, and he is exploding to defend that championship now after Bruiser Brody got started pretty well. So Rude, a man of a million muscles, right into that big foot. And 18 size of Bruiser Brody. And the champion is flat, and he comes off the ropes right above it again. Bruiser used the foot, and this time Bruiser's on top. 1, 2, and woohoo. The hand was up, ready to go for 3, and Rude put the leg on the bottom rope. That's Percy right beside us. Talking about pulling the champion's hair. Bruiser Brody. One thing about Bruiser, he's big, he's tough, he's rough. But unless the other person starts something, he is very, very careful about playing everything straight. There's a reverse chin lock by the champion, Rick Rude. And Bruiser Brody right now in a little bit of trouble as he rests with Rude's strong arms around his neck. Hersey right there watching things. There's a handsome man from Mobile, Alabama, handsomely dressed today. Little flower certainly in the championship fervor, Mr. Rude and Mr. Pringle. The World Heavyweight Championship bout right here. Rick Rude and Bruiser Brody. World Class Championship Wrestling Association and all their great stars. Expanding around the globe and around the nation, just returning from a great trip to Israel. We'll be seeing the fans in Boston. Just talked to a fan who flew all the way in from Massachusetts for this great event. A young couple from Israel on hand. They came in from Tel Aviv. And a kick. Sends Rick Rude's challenger on his back, and Rude after him now, trying to get a chance to pin and does not get it. So Rick Rude explodes on Bruiser Brody. There's some more fans came in from Philadelphia, from Tucson, Arizona. Fans from all over the world, from Japan. Coming in to see this great event, the Parade of Champions here at Texas Stadium. Rick Rude working on the headlock. Bruiser Brody's tremendous bulk and strength takes his man with him, and they collide, stand straight up. Up and look at Bruiser on the move, and Bruiser throwing a lineman block into Rude and sends him wheeling. Bruiser Brody, a great football player in his time. There goes Rude flying out to the floor. Bruiser Brody takes command, and Bruiser's going out to get him. Bruiser going to the floor with Rude. On the deck of Texas Stadium, covered by those boards, but underneath there, the famous blue and white of Texas Stadium. And now Rude's back and into the corner buckle and corner post. And Rick Rude's back in the ring. Personal break, winding up that cane of his like a bat, but he knows better. And disqualification of the champion is the champion's loss of the belt. So Rude smashing in on Bruiser Brody. Smash him again. Rick Rude ripped across the eye. That's all it. And Bruiser has an opponent who uses some dirty tactics. Bruiser will retaliate. Oh, a great drop kick by Bruiser Brody. Well, he's using some things today that I haven't seen him come out with for a while. He is really working them, and beautifully. A suplex, getting Rude in the air and then driving him down. 1, 2, and not 3. The right shoulder got up. Bruiser Brody with an interesting combination on the suplex, bringing him up, holding him in the air, and then driving the man into the mat. Almost pulled it off for the victory. Rude up again. Rude, the champion. And Bruiser measuring his distance, driving in with a leg across the top of the shoulders. Bruiser down again. 1, 2, but not 3. Rude comes out of there. And Rick Rude grimacing from the exertion, from the pain, and from the 300 pounds landing all over him. But this time Bruiser can't pull him up. Going to try to go with a suplex, and once again Rick Rude locks in against the body, and it's Rude with a suplex on big Bruiser Brody. But Bruiser's legs across the bottom rope. Pringle shoves Bruiser's leg off the bottom rope. The referee did not see it. That could have cost Rude the championship. And now Bruiser's coming out after Pringle. Pringle's right behind us. Bruiser chasing him, measuring him. Pringle shoved the leg of Bruiser off the bottom rope. Here comes Bruiser in. Pringle safe across the ring. Got caught now. Bruiser still has Pringle in tow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bruiser might get disqualified here. Back in comes Pringle. And it's Pringle in the. Let's see if he's going to be disqualified. Not quite. Rick Rude taking advantage of the awkwardness of the situation. There's Rude at the top rope, over the top, and ring the bell, says Rick Hazard. Over the top rope goes Rude. Cruiser's disqualified. Pringle in that moment helped his champion win down the line. Percival Pringle shoving Bruiser, brought his leg off the bottom rope. And Pringle gets the championship belt, and Rude keeps it. Here's Mark Lawrence.
On the disqualification of Bruiser Brody.
All right, we're going to stop there. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and we'll get to the next match because we do have enough time for it. So 1 or 2 more matches. Like I said, this is a tribute to the late, great Rick Rude, Ravishing Rick Rude. And I was right. This was WCCW. So, all right, 5 minutes. I'll catch you on the flip side. All right, and we're back, guys. So this is December 6th, 1986. So I was, I'd say 8 years old. I was 8 months old, excuse me. So December 6th, 1986, it is the Rock and Roll Express versus Manny Fernandez and Rick Rude. So here we go. If you guys are listening on your other tabs, you have it on your other tabs. We're 13 minutes and 20 seconds in. So you can go ahead and press play now.
Bell is wrong. We have started for the World Tag Team title. The champions, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. There you see Ricky and Robert, the challengers. Rude and Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull, managed by Paul Jones. Manny. Look at, he's going after the arm already.
You knew he would, David. I think, Paul Jones came out here. He said, I talked to my man. He says, they think the time is right now, and I'm sure they're thinking about Starrcade and about the injuries, the many injuries that the Rock and Roll Express.
All right. Get it. Here he goes. Cross. Over. Oh, somebody block. Has him down for the pin. Count one. Oh, out of way.
Paul Jones and Ricky Morton having a few words, and you knew that would happen also.
What's he doing?
Headbutt. Oh.
Switch now by Ricky. Oh, beautiful. I like it. Oh. Hey, this is it.
The
World Tag Team Championship. Manny Fernandez is irate. Nice hit stop. Oh, good back drop. Okay, here they come. All 4 men in the ring. Can you control it? Can you control this match? Ricky and Robert. Manny and Rick Rude. Paul Jones pacing up and down. The fans, the chant, rock and roll. They're carrying them. The fans are behind them, and that's what counts.
Not only that, they got to be careful, David. The Rock and Roll Express. Ricky was down on the floor chasing Paul Jones. He's got to maybe put Paul in the back of his mind for a little bit, because Paul will try to get to you.
Got him in the corner. Switch down. Roots up. Oh, he tried it. Good move by Robert. All right. Electricity to control your men. Yeah, that's right. Calm him down. Calm him down. Rock and roll is here to stay.
World Tag Team title event for the belts. The belts are over here with us.
The fans are on their feet. All right, Rick Rude talking to Manny. Robert Gibson. They tie up. Back him in. Here he goes across. Up down. Jumps over. Oh, yes! Right between the eyes. Takes him down, has the arm bar.
Now the chant of rock and roll.
Rick Rude. Rick Rude.
Stand
Rick Rude. Rick Rude.
Going.
Hey, I'll cheer for you, Rick. I don't care.
Ricky, hard right.
I wasn't much for
Takes the
Ricky
arm.
Ricky Morton and whoever. I'm sorry. I wasn't much for the Rock Roll.
What's going to happen? Nice hip toss. Holds on. Look at it. Hurt his arm.
He sure did. He's favoring that left arm. You're right. And now he wants a tag.
Made a tag.
Look at him. The Bull said, I'm going to get that arm. He pointed to Ricky Morton, and now the Bull is in.
You saw it when he went over that with that arm drag. He jammed it. Now Manning, headbutt right in the ear, the side of the head. Here he comes. He's up on that second rope. Walks it. It moves out of the way. Robert, move out of the way. Come on, he's got to carry it for a little while. Come on, Robert, take him down on the mat. All right, Ricky goes up. He's up on that second rope. Here it comes off.
Ricky needs to be careful right here. He just tagged out a minute ago with that bad arm.
Tony, Manny said he's going to get that arm. He saw he hurt it. He's not using this much. Watch the arm.
Now the Bull. Oh, a great headbutt.
Oh.
Keep him right in the chest. Arm drag.
Look at it. Still shaking that arm. He had to use it for the arm drag, and now he's got to get out again.
Come on, Robert. You got to do it. You got to do it, Robert.
Just like what they used to do with Curt in Portland. Break it!
Hold him down. Manny knows about the arm. He saw it. He's going to go after it. He's not going to stop. No. He's a fighter. He's not going to let you fans down.
Paul Jones
right on their side.
Paul Jones complaining to Scrappy McGowan. And now Ricky's back in.
See how he does. It's Jones complaining. Old cue ball.
Cue ball.
Man, he's got the arm,
And quickly they got the tag. Good teamwork again.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Robert. And he whips him off. Good tackle. Drop down. And he jumps over, jumps down again. Jumps over.
Nice job.
Good hip toss. Robert waited for him. Chopped him right in the head. Tag. Oh, I thought they were going to try to double drop.
Oh no, Rick, get back up.
Jones. He lost it. Jones thought he had it, but he lost it then. Oh, that's all you need to do, Jones, is get in the ring.
Okay, David. We have to take a short break right here. Now, if the match would happen to end during the break, we would show you what happened on instant replay. If not, back with more of this World Tag Team title.
Tag team title, the champions of Rock and Roll Express. And Manny jumped him, whipped him across. Ricky backs under. Comes down, stop, body block, put him down for the pin. No. Oh, he got him. Armbar again, still has to use the one arm.
You know, David, those every time he takes an arm drag, he pulls on that arm, he shakes it. But it's been such an effective weapon for him.
To wear this floor out, walking back and forth in this match. Rolls him up. Almost. Count of 2.
That was a quick 2 count. Now the ball. Going after Robert Gibson. You know, we talk about the arm of Ricky Morton, but that left leg was injured in the cage in Starrcade too, the left leg of Robert Gibson.
That's right.
So they know. They know where the injuries are to the Bull and Rick Rude.
Let's go, Rick Rude. Let's go.
Yeah, you forget it. All right,
Hey, they can cherish to a fucking eye. I actually was a cheerleader back in my day.
Hooks it. Now he starts. You know, a lot of times you think about the physical injuries. You can see the bandage on Ricky's arm. But we forgot about it because Robert's legs covered. That's right. Was injured in something.
Sure was. And now the Bull right after him.
You know, you can't see his face, but you know there's a smirk on Paul Jones' face right now. Bull has it. Robert trying to get out of it.
Robert under a tremendous amount of pain right now. There's a smirk.
He likes it. He likes it. He wants them to suffer.
Still the chant of rock and roll. World Tag Team title. TV time remaining. Right here today.
And just look at your watch because we have a lot left. Trying to drag himself over. Ravishing Rick Rude. Hooks it and starts to pull. Puts all his weight on him, too. Fans start to chant. Is it going to pump him?
Let's go, Rick Rude. Let's go.
Let's
go, Rick Rude. Let's
Can he pull
go.
himself over there? There you see Rick Rude has both their Jones. Oh, he's happy. Yeah, he likes it. Ricky wants to come in. Wait a minute, come on. They switch.
Paul Jones getting up on the apron for just a second. And there's a look at the pressure the Bull has put on the leg of Robert Gibson. Ricky Morton being chased away.
See.
Referee's like, what happened?
Can Robert hold on? Turn around and pay attention to the two guys in the middle. Come on, Robert. Hold on. Got you. It's all up to the fans now.
Look at the pressure and look how he's turning that leg. That leg is not supposed to be turned that way.
Wait a minute, come on!
Nobody said being a referee was an easy job. Especially with the caliber of athletes that we have in there right now.
That's it, Robert. You got to break loose. Come on, make the tag.
Oh.
Come on, make the...
Oh.
Drag yourself over.
He's going the wrong way.
Wrong corner.
Turn around. You know it hurts. Look at him. It hurts him. He's not giving up. But how long can he take it?
And there's a point where you just got to try to block it out because it's all you're thinking about.
Concentrate on the chant, Robert. Concentrate on the chant. What they're saying. You can do it. Come on, don't give up.
Paul Jones and Rick Rude from the corner
Ready,
both
go home.
calling for him to give it up, but he's not going to give it up.
Too close to go. Oh, come on. Rick Rude yanking on it now.
Say what you want to about Paul Jones and his men, but they had a game plan. You knew what it was. You knew what it was going to be. Go after the injuries, and they've hung to it.
They set him up. But don't sell the rock and roll short, Tony. They say it's not over till the fat lady sings. Come on. That's it. Come on, Robert. Come on, you can get over. Use your brain. There you see. Rude pulling with all his might. Robert trying to hook the arm around
Come
the
on,
face.
Rick. Oh.
Robert doesn't have any leverage.
You call that no leverage?
Wrong way.
All right, Paul Jones has walked over here with us, and now has decided to walk back towards the ring.
Rude.
He's pacing back and forth too, concerned about this match.
Everybody is. What's on the line? Everybody in the whole wrestling world wants. And that's the NWA World Tag Team title. No other means as much as the NWA World Tag Team title. The tag team wrestling. All right, Robert. Oh, it's so close. Switch. What's he gonna do? Oh! Come on! Oh!
Yeah, almost
got Jones!
back toss out of the
Jones
ring.
almost did it. Almost. Come on, Robert. All right. Come on, Ricky. Let's go. Woo!
Ricky Morton almost fell down.
Out of the way. Here he goes. Whips him across. Back drop. The arm. He got the arm.
Damn it, we have to take another break now. If the match will end during the break.
All right, we're back. They still have Ricky. They still have his arm. Ricky trying to get out of it. Rick Rude drops the elbow on it. Takes it, yanking at it. The bull's in. Double team. He's up on the second row. Here he goes.
Oh, boy. They have come right after that arm, and as much pain as Robert was in about 5 minutes ago, now Ricky's in that pain.
They try to pull a bandage off.
1, 2, 3.
Look at Joe. All three of them holding down. Come on, get over there.
Rick's a good liar.
Okay, he made the bull get back in, but the damage has been done further on that left arm. And they're happy now. They really think.
Look at Ricky kicking at Paul Jones. Even while the Bulls pulling and twisting the arm.
They think the World Tag Team title is really within their grasp.
Can it be? We've seen him so many times. Go up against the best in the world. And with the help of fans, pull it out.
Ricky trying to get out.
There's Jones. Tag is made. Roberts over there helpless to do anything. Ricky fighting. Rude has him now. Anderson moves, slamming on the arm.
It really is.
He's up. He's up on the top rope this time. Here he goes. It looks like they've talked to the Andersons. They've talked to the Midnight Express coming off the top rope.
Well, David, you know and I know Paul Jones has never sent any of his men into a battle that was not prepared.
That's right. Step over. Still taking the arm. What can Ricky do? How can he get out of it? Roberts over there. The bull has him. Headbutt, chop. He's enjoying himself immensely. Kick it. It's all Paul Jones. He wants to kick at him. The young man, Ricky Morton. Jones, all right. Jones saw something. He's talking to Rude now. What did he see?
Well, David, it's fairly plain what's going on, and there's nothing more that they really need to do except try to get Ricky Morton or Robert Gibson to submit because. Uh-oh.
All right. They switched on him. Robert didn't see it. Come on. Turn around. Sure they did. They see Robert. Every time he tries to. He needs help. He's calling for Robert. He's calling.
Okay, here's Paul Jones.
Hey, you guys, don't go to commercial because he's fixing to give up any second now.
You wish.
Oh, he's coming back. Look at him.
He's not giving up. He'll never give up. Oh, no! Rude. That's name. Drives a fist into Ricky. Using the knees. Again and again.
Paul Jones telling Scrappy McGowan to ask him. He thinks now's the time to look.
No.
He's shaking his head no.
He just said a bad word.
What are you doing?
He said F you. Well, he didn't say F.
How about them in there? Double teaming on Ricky. Oh, come on. Rude's in there now. Still double teaming. Got to use advantage.
If y'all are friends of them, you better tell him to give it up or he's going to be setting it on a dresser at night along with his teeth.
You know, they keep pounding on that arm. Sooner or later, it's going to go just numb.
Here she goes. Facing up there. He's in a hurry. Could it be Tony, that all the punishment that rock and roll have been receiving, that maybe Jones' team is running out of gas. Could be.
Match been going on for quite a while, and
Yes,
still they won't give up.
Hits Robert. Manny hits Robert. Now it's Swift. Here he goes. On the second row. Blue drops. Right down. Jones now. They're wrestling 3 guys. They're wrestling 3 guys.
David, once again, we got to break away.
Yes, he has the arm. Ricky Morton is still in there. The Raging Bull takes him now. Twisting it. Tighter and tighter.
Oh, Ricky Morton, look at him. He's now challenging the Bull to hurt him some more. Where does he get his energy?
I don't know.
Chop by the Bull takes him down. This is for the World Tag Team title. The challengers, Ravishing Rick Rude and Manny Fernandez, the champions.
Listen, let me tell you something. They have been beating on that arm of that man so long now. The whole time that y'all were gone, they beat on it, and I think he wants to give up, but he can't talk. Somebody better go in there and give it up for him.
No.
Still the fans chanting.
Paul Jones is very.
Oh, you heard him. He said, I ain't going to give up. He said it loud. He told him to break it.
Let's go, Rick
How
Rude.
much
Let's
speed did
go.
a man take? You're
Let's
looking
go,
at it
Rick
right
Rude.
there.
Let's go.
He can take it off. There's Robert. He should be well rested right now.
Yes. Use the truck. Pull him down. Watch out. Watch out.
He's done that several times now. Stupid ref. I can't believe it.
Oh, down on the floor he goes.
All right, watch out for Rude. Rude comes around. Takes Ricky. What's he going to do to the arm?
Oh, no.
Rams him into the corner post.
Had that arm pinned behind him. The shoulder.
Watch out for Jones. Jones kicks him. Watch out for Rude. Rude's over there now, too. Drops the elbow to the back of the neck.
Paul Jones looked at Ricky and said, give it up. But we heard Ricky earlier said, you'll have to break it. I will not give it up.
Oh, you know it hurts. Bull stays on the arm.
There's a look at an arm that's gone through a lot of punishment within the last 10 days or so.
It's almost gone limp, Tony.
Especially today.
Here he goes up.
Get up, boy.
Arm is almost limp. Young man, he's not going to give up. He's not doing it. No, he's fighting back. Hard right. Come on, Ricky.
Couldn't get there. Came real close that time. Look at the outstretched hand of Robert.
Here he goes. Rude takes him. Rams him into the knee. Manny comes in now. Again, they double team. And again, back to the arm. Taking it now. There's no way Ricky can protect it. It's just there. They're doing with it anything and everything.
Okay, David, once again, we got to take a break. Those tapes.
The arm.
David, during the break, Ricky Morton looked at Robert across the ring. He said, Robert, I can't feel anything in this arm. I can't feel anything at all. And he even looked over towards us and said the same thing. And he's taking so much punishment on that left arm. And still, look at Ravishing Rick Rude. Here comes your rock and roll chant.
The fans haven't given up. They'll carry him. They can do it. Come on. Come on, Ricky. Come on. They've tried so hard. We were with them when they won the World Tag Team Championship. And every time they've defended it against anybody and everybody. Any type of match they wanted.
Don't tell us.
Say no, he won't give it up.
Come
He
on.
won't give it up, but he's not.
Come
He's
on,
telling
you can
us
do it.
this, right?
Jones over there. Jones.
Stop yelling at them. We don't care.
He's up. Robert's out there. Driving. The fans still rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll is here to stay. He got it. He did it. Come on, Ricky. Come on. You can get up there. Come on. Roll. Roll. Come on. Please. Please. Listen to him.
Rude made the turn.
All right, Rude. Come on in. Let's do it. Here, Robert gets it. Whips Manny across. Back hard down on the mat. Goes after Rude. Grabs him down. Thanks, Manny again. Whips him across. Oh, good duck kick. Cut him right in the mouth. Backs him in again.
Look at Jones going irate.
Sleeper. He's got the sleeper. He's got it locked. Rude's in. Now 4 minutes in the ring. Good drop kick by Ricky. He hurt his arm though. Rolls him up. Has him down. 1, 2, 3. Come on. He had him down to the pin. No. No, Rude did it.
There you bet. Oh, they're new champions.
All right, so that was an interesting one. So Manny Fernandez and Rick Rude become the new champions because they kind of cheated. But that was a great match. So that is the end of our tribute to Ravishing Rick Rude. I'm sorry, I had to kind of stop there because my audio kind of crapped out for a minute. Hopefully you guys didn't see that or it didn't even affect you, hopefully. But anyway, I'll be back next week. We will be watching some more Curt Hennig matches. I'll try to find some matches on YouTube. We'll watch some more Rick Rude, of course, and we'll watch some more. I'll try to find some Bret Hart matches. They didn't do the best 3 hours of Bret Hart yet, but that doesn't mean that they won't in the future. But we will watch some more matches. Maybe I could find some from '87, but we shall see. But until next time, guys, I am Mrs. Witchy Perfect. And remember, everyone, nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody. Bye, guys. Hey, Curt Hennig fans. Hello, and welcome to the Shameless Plugs. I wanted to do an updated version because I no longer have Patreon. I don't know if anyone has seen and down in the description field. The first shameless plug I would like to do is for my Cash App and my PayPal account. If you can donate, please, please, please donate today. I actually had one donation, but that was more for my birthday. So anyway, if you can donate, please see the links in the description field for my PayPal and my Cash App. I'd like to start off by saying also, and I will say this at the end, I have an AI outro that is AI generated. I actually made a country song dedicated to Curt. I made several. Just in case there also maybe in the future or right now is going to be an AI intro. So I just want to let you know that the intro also could be AI, and this is for Amazon. This is for YouTube only. YouTube only. So the first shameless plug I would like to do is Kit Cabello. He is one of my great friends. Excuse me, I love him to death, and what a great man, great guy, all around great friend as well. You can catch him on Heartlands Media. That's 9 a.m. Central, Monday through Friday, and he will tell it like it is. Trust me, he will tell it like it is. Can't say enough great things about Kit Cabello. Also, check out Angel Riviera. He is in Angel in the Afternoon, and of course, he is my host for Pro Wrestling Talk. Pro Wrestling Talk is every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, though those are scheduled to change due to family issues or WrestleMania or a pay-per-view. Also, I would like you to, but definitely check out Angel in the Afternoon. It is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And he also tells it like it is. Way to go, Angel. Okay, on to deconstructing topics. My big brother, Dave. I can't say enough great things about Dave. He is a big supporter of mine, and I'm a big supporter of him. If you check out Deconstructing Topics, he has his own show. I'm not sure what episode he's on right now, but he has a great podcast. Please listen to it. You can check it out on YouTube. I don't know if he's on Rumble, but I'll see if I can get a Rumble link. All these links are in the description field if you want to check these people out. Also, I'd like to mention my little kid brother, Alex Knight. We are actually not really related, but I see him like a little brother. So anyway, Alex Knight, you can find him on Angel in the Afternoon. You can also catch him on Pro Wrestling Talk. And I think he's going to do a baseball podcast with Angel as well. So check that out. That'll be on Sundays. I'm not sure the time. I'll have to get that from Angel later. But I just want to make sure that you check him out because he is a great person and someone I can call friend and little brother. The next shameless plug I'd like to do really fast is Black Magic Talk is my other show, guys. If you would like to check that out, all you have to do is click the link in the description field, and blessed be to you if you are also a witch, wizard, or warlock, or whatever you call yourself. You can check that out in the description field. We have a lot of fun over there. I love to have on special guests, especially Sonia Smith. She's a very dear friend of mine. I hope you will subscribe to all these people on YouTube or on Rumble. We are also on Rumble. The Rumble description field, the link is in the description field. Sorry. If you would like to check that out, this will be going on YouTube, of course, because I don't need this for Rumble. I could put it on Rumble. I think I might. So if you are on Rumble watching this and you would like to see the YouTube version of this, it's mostly audio that you will see, except for this part, right? Just check us out on YouTube. The link is in the description field. And again, if you want to check out Black Magic Talk, you can check that out too, where we talk everything pagan and Wiccan. There is no evil or black magic, of course. It's all great fun, and we have a good time. If you like a personal tarot reading from me, click the link in the description field below. I can get you my, my pricing and stuff. If you would like to be a guest on the Black Magic Talk, or if you'd like to be on Pro Wrestling Talk, you can DM me on X. My X is in the description field for both Black Magic Talk and for Curt Hennig podcast. Go ahead and hit those in the description field and DM me, and feel free to ask if you'd like to be a guest. If there's anything else, concerns, or if you would like to just give feedback, you can always DM us on X and so on. Just want to mention my Cash App and my PayPal account are in the description field. If you can give to the show, great. If not, please enjoy the show. That's what we are mainly here for, just for your entertainment purposes only. And again, I will reiterate that the AI outro song is AI generated. That is for everyone, for Rumble and for YouTube. Also, there could be an AI intro song. Just want to let you know that if there's ever an intro song, it is AI generated on YouTube. I created a couple of songs here and there, a couple of country songs I think that Curt would like. So I hope you check those out. And remember, everyone, Nobody beats Mr. Perfect or Curt Hennig. Nobody.
I remember those nights in the TV glow, watching you a hero in the ring. With every match, you'd steal the show, making us believe in impossible things. Golden locks and a confident stride, wrestling through battles both big and small. With a perfect plex, you turned the tide. Mr. Perfect, you had it all. Oh, Mr. Perfect, where'd you go? In our hearts, you still steal the show. In a world that's moved too fast, your legacy's meant to last. Behind the glitz and all the fame was a man with strength and grace. Though we never knew your name, you left a mark time can't erase. I can still hear that entrance theme echoing through arenas and TV screens. A legend in his prime and dream. You remain in all our scenes. Oh, on the nights when stars glow bright, I think of you and your fearless fight. Gone too soon, but still inside. Mr. Perfect, you are a guiding light. Oh, Mr. Perfect, where'd you go? In our hearts, you still steal the show. In a world that's moved too fast, your legacy's meant to last. Oh, Mr. Perfect, where'd you go? In our hearts, you still steal the show. In a world that's moved too fast, your legacy's meant to last. Behind the glitz and all the fame was a man with strength and grace. Though we never knew your name, you left a mark time can't erase. Though we never knew your name, you left a perfect, you